Okay, I just want you guys to know my intention tonight. Welcome everybody, and to anyone that's watching this back. This may not be a very long training tonight. I really just want to go over, again, giving you guys clarity as much as possible. I don't know where that's coming from. Giving you clarity on what we should be using or what I feel is best and what I've heard from our upline. And then I want to go just a little bit deeper on that spreadsheet because again, it's one thing for me to kind of go over it quickly like I did in my training, but I just feel like the more detailed I can get with it, the more chance we have of you opening that and actually running the numbers for yourself. Because if you do not run the numbers for yourself for Ireland, again, how can you truly know what you need to do to earn that trip? Like, this is one of those trips, you guys, because you can get points for maintaining rank. You gotta know exactly what you need to do because it could add up very, very quickly. So we'll go over that. But first of all, I just want to say with the new video, every Monday, Sean and Michelle have a mastermind call with their Pro 5s and above. And I know that Rich was on this one this morning too. And we talked about the new video and we talked about the ABC video and we talked about the PowerPoints. And I think this is a consensus right now. I have not yet used a new PowerPoint. I honestly would like to see it done by the people on the field advisory board first. And I know that when I've done a Zoom in the past, I have used that PowerPoint that our upline has used up till now. And I'm very comfortable with that. So it gives me the best posture and energy that I can have when I present. And that's the entire key here, is you should be using that PowerPoint that allows you to be you to the utmost, because people are buying into us, right? They're buying into you, the presenter. So I just want you to know, until I see the new PowerPoint, which you can find in your back office, but until I see it done enough and then practice it myself, I will not be using that yet. But I'm excited that that tool is there. But until then, we still have that duplication with the PowerPoint that we've been using for, the last year at least. Now, when it comes to the new video, I have used it a couple times, and I want to emphasize here, it is very, very important that you know your audience, that you ask the right questions and you ask enough questions. If I am going to prospect somebody because I know that they have a story about ill health and they need help with that, I am going to show them the ABC report because it's going to give them more science and it addresses health, right? If I am approaching somebody that maybe is a cold call or somebody I've met out and about, and I'm approaching them because I love their energy and I'm building a new team and I'd love for them to take a look at it, I'll probably show them that new video because I love how it compares upgrading your phone to upgrading your body. And I think that's a little more business oriented, right? I think if you have someone that you're approaching about their health, they might be a little confused by the phone video, by the new one. So between those two, that ABC and the brand new video the company has given you, I would just say to you, know your audience. And what I do know is that our upline, the Pose, Carrie Williams, Carrie Dickey, all of them, they are still using the ABC report. I think everybody's just looking for a little more evidence that the other ones will work and they will be truly duplicatable. And I know that they're working on that. So does that seem clear to everybody? And does anybody have questions on that? Okay, sounds good.
Can I just interject that Sarah and I have been using it quite a bit, and it really immediately gets curiosity, and then it's easy to say, now that you know a little bit about it, let me send you to Biohacking Your Body so you can see the science and how this whole thing got started. But it seems to open the door a little bit to like, okay, that's cool, tell me more. That's what Sarah got, right, on your person just the other day. So
yeah,
that's the only thing I would add.
I need to biohack my body. How do I do it? And then it was taken up to the biohackingyourbody.com.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Have you used it with anyone that you've approached them with that, you know, has a health story that you know is sick, and then you've sent them that same video?
Yes, the other lady I just talked to.
Okay.
And she's a nurse, so she understood what some of the stuff that they were talking about. But then I took her back to biohacking your body again.
Yeah, and I used it with Benny the night we were at Fire and Ice. That lady was a CNA, so she kind of knew a little bit about it already too, as well. But it very much intrigued her, and then she definitely wanted to see the ABC report after I moved to that next thing. So
Awesome.
anyway, that's the only thing I was going to add.
Yeah, thank you. So what you're saying too is it's been a good filter for you to see if people want to get to that next stage, that next level.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Awesome. Has anyone else had success with the new video that they wanted to share?
I have.
Yeah, tell us how it went. You muted yourself, hun. There you go.
Okay. I approached a court reporting colleague on Saturday. We were at an event, and she's an acquaintance. I don't know her well, but she had mentioned that she had stopped court reporting for a minute and was doing some project management. And I said, oh, so you are interested in other streams of income? And she said, yeah, I am. And so I said, I'm so excited. I would love to share what I'm doing with you. And she was totally open and asked several questions. And so I sent her that new video. And I heard from her this morning that she's completely super interested in the science, not so much in the business right now, but I think she just maybe doesn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an appointment with her at 7:30 our time.
Perfect. Where's that? No one else? Okay. Yeah, that was an awesome example, Steph. Thank you for that. And in her case too, obviously, the gal, she saw it and still really wanted to see more science. So I think that's awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to go through the Excel spreadsheet with you guys again very quickly. I don't want to take a ton of your time tonight. So with this spreadsheet again, Mark Johnson did this out of Arizona, and Mark is an incredible man, and I think it's such a gift that he did this for us because, as we all know, there's nothing out yet on the Ireland trip from the company. I know that they have the intention of getting a calculator out there, but as we all know in the past, when there's been those calculators, it's kind of tough to really break it down and know the source of all of the points. So Mark wanted to create this so that we can really know the source of where the points have come from. So I went over it with you guys on Saturday morning. I just want to give you a few more details on this because as you can see, with this calculator that he gave you, you can actually copy and paste this, and down here you can make somebody's drawing, I love it, you can make other tabs. So what I have done is with the initial one, when I open it, this is my goal tab, okay, and I renamed it my goal sheet. And so what I have put in here is what it will take for me to obtain the trip. So for instance, I put in putting down convention. I put in what my rank was in June. It was a Pro 6. I put my volume for that month. And then I put down how many platinum packs, how many preferred customers. And then when I hit Pro 7 and maintaining that rank, how many months I would need to maintain that. And then who on my team that I personally enrolled to help get to the next rank to give me the necessary points that I wanted to get. Does that make sense? So I really would recommend to you, open that sheet and sooner rather than later, go through there and plug in the numbers. And all you have to do, for instance, is put a 1 by global convention, how many platinum packs you want. And then what that does is the number you put in that cell, it multiplies it by the points needed. And then it goes up here in the green. So then what I did is I just went up here to the corner, right here where the plus sign is, and then I did a right click and I did copy. And then down here I hit the plus sign. And when I did that, it created another tab for me. And so when I got to the other tab, then I went to the corner again and I just right clicked and I did paste. And then it put everything in there, it duplicated it once again. And so here is where I have my real-time points. I will go in here and use this as I get those ranks, as I get those platinums and those preferred customers, and help my team members to rank advance. You can also, and Mark had this down here initially for the team numbers, is you can go in here and you can list, you know, people that you've enrolled. You can put their rank as of June, and then he has the months out. So as they rank advance, it allows you to help keep track of when they rank advanced, how long they held it, just to kind of make sure that your numbers you're tracking are in alignment with what you have on this sheet. And as you can see, you can also put in here preferred customers that you've enrolled also. So the other thing I was going to add to this is with this plus sign, I could also, if I wanted to, if I click on this, as you'll see, I'll just show you what it looks like, you guys. I'll go up here, because I know some of you are very tech savvy and I'm not either. I'll right click, I hit copy, and then I go to my new sheet. I go to this first cell, and then I simply paste it, and then it duplicates itself. Now what I could do in here is I could put in one of my distributors. So I can keep track of Rich and what Rich is doing and how he's doing with his ranks as well, because helping him, again, is going to help me get those points because I personally enrolled him. I think this just is a great way to really be in sync with your back office, because it's not going to benefit you if you go through this and you're just you're not keeping track of the numbers and you don't know what your personal enrollments are doing, or you don't know how you need to help them or how you need to get them to that next rank. You have to really be in tune with it, you guys. And I'm telling you, if you're really in sync with what is needed and you know what you need, you're just going to walk different anyway. Your posture is going to be a little bit different because you're really a business owner. You're treating it like such, and you're going to sound like it when you're approaching those people, right? Because you know exactly what needs to be done. And people want to work with people that have vision. They don't want to work with people that just are lollygagging through it and using it as a hobby. They want to work with you because they know you know where you're going. So any questions on the spreadsheet? It's pretty simple. It really just takes going through it. And then also on the right too, Mark lists out exactly the number of points you need to get to the certain tiers. And then there's a notes section as well. So any questions on that spreadsheet, you guys?
What were your last two tabs, Tanya?
Let me show you again. So this is just the master, and this you'll have when you open it. This is what Mark put together. It's just the master tab. This is one that you can copy and paste. So, and then he has the team numbers. He created this as well. And under the team number section, this right here, you see when those 4 arrows show up? That means I can move it. He just put that there so that you have examples to show you. So in this example, he put down one of his team members, the rank that they were as of June, how many points they had or their volume, and then in July and August, so September, for instance, they hit Pro 3. And that helps him keep track. So then he could go to his real time, and then in September, he could put for, let's say it was this person, they hit Pro 3, you can put a 1 there because that person hit Pro 3. And it's going to show up in your points up here. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, but do the goal sheet for sure, you guys, so you know when you have to hit a certain rank and how long you can hit it. Because I think some of us, honestly, if we were to hit a certain rank sooner rather than later and hold it until April of 2019, you've got the trip. That's a really big deal. And to get that rank, you're going to have to help a lot of people, especially to maintain it and hold it. So those points will just keep accumulating for you, and think of what you're going to be able to do for other people as well. But April and being 10 months, that's a long time, but you have to put in the work right now. You cannot wait until the beginning of the year. Like, you got to bust your tail the rest of this month and into August so that when September hits, those points start accumulating. You know exactly that you're on track to get it. Yes, Rich?
The real power, and I'm sure this goes without saying, the real power is that 90-day window with your new people, because it's triple points. Triple points. Grab yourself 1 or 2 people and run like crazy. Triple points for 90 days is amazing.
Yeah, Jeanette.
So I've talked to a couple people this week, and the big thing was showing them the pace setter. And if you break down pace setter, because pace setter is till the end of September, if we can get people to do that, they earn $700. On top of that, show them that they're also getting points for that Ireland trip. So it's getting people excited to go, oh gosh, for the next 90 days, you know, we can get them to Pro 3, you know, and show them those points. And I mean, that's gotten, you know, the couple of people I talked to, that got them pretty fired up to think, oh, I can make $700 plus bonuses, plus I'm getting points towards this Ireland trip. And if they get to Pro 3 and maintain it, you know, we need to get them to, I believe it was, I don't remember exactly how I did the points out. I have it written out because I didn't use the spreadsheet. But anyways, I think it was like Pro 4 or Pro 5, and they could at least get to the trip.
And we're talking to, so the pace setter from before is over, correct? And so
No.
it's over in September?
September 30th, but you still, if someone signs up September 30th, they have 90 days.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, so you can promote it up until September 30th. And then after that, so I'm going to promote the crud out of it up until then. And then obviously we have to stop talking about it, because everybody up until then has 90 days to do it. So promote that. That's pretty awesome, because that puts someone who signs up in September, that puts them into December, you know, end of the year to get to that Pro, you know, or beginning of the year to get to Pro 3, which is awesome, which is halfway to the trip.
But if they sign up in September, they do not qualify for the new bonuses, do they? The 250 and the 750 or the 500? Or the 125 and the 250?
I would think my understanding was they still did, because if you're signing someone up and if Pacesetter's running until September 30th, they're going to, only the people that sign up until September 30th, they'll honor it through the 90 days. But if someone signs up, you know, after that, no. Does that make sense? Like, you can't say, hey, Pacesetter's till the 30th. I mean, I guess maybe we need to completely clarify that, but I remember it being, I mean, I see Rich shaking his head. So I thought that was exactly, and I thought they talked about that on stage as well. So I'm going to promote it till September 30th, which puts it into January for the people in September.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right, Jeanette, on that.
Yeah, clarify that right now for everybody, because I don't want to confuse anyone. The pace setter is still ongoing.
It's
Correct.
ongoing until September 30th, which means then you have 90 days. And the cool part about how they work the pace setter, so someone signs up September 30th or even September 15th, their 90-day window doesn't start until October 1st, basically. I mean, you really get a bonus 15 days. So you have October, November, and all of December. That's your 90 days to get to Pro 3. So on top of the fact that they're going to receive $700 bonus plus all the money that they're going to get to hit that rank of Pro 3, and on top of that, they're going to get all these points for this Ireland trip, which is real cool, because a lot of people will say, well, gosh, it's already September. You guys have been going since July with the points for the Ireland trip. Well, no, not really. You're now getting, you know, and they get the double points in the 90 days. So, I mean, it's huge. Like, if you could just really promote it that way, a bonus, double points, Ireland trip, yada, yada. It'll blow people's mind. But you got to present it with a ton of posture and a ton of excitement, and you can do this. And
Makes sense, everybody? And then on this spreadsheet too, Mark's got it right here in the middle. If personally rank advanced within the first 3 months of enrollment. So if I've got over here that I'm going to get 5 platinum packs, and then my goal is in that first 90 days to get them to Pro 3, you know, let's say I put 5 in there, that I'm going to do all 5 to Pro 3 in that first 90 days, then again, it shows what will happen to your points if you do that. So those are just different ways to play with the intention that you have to get the points you need, because as Rich and Jeanette said, this middle column is a huge place to really rack up those points because they're triple for whatever they do in the first 90 days.
And just to clarify, that Pacesetter extension, like Jeanette was talking about, is great. It's perfect for Pacesetter, but my understanding currently is that it does not extend the triple points because it very clearly says within the calendar month. So unless somebody knows something different, let me know, because if you sign up, for example, in September, that's your first calendar month. So you don't get an extension on the points, but you do, like Jeanette said, you get extension on the Pacesetter. At least that's my understanding right now.
So
So
you'll
what
still,
you're saying, just to clarify that one more time, someone signs up in September, you guys, it goes by calendar month. So they have till the end of, if they sign up September 15th, they have till October 15th to hit that Pro 2 to have those triple points for Ireland. But they have the next month for the Pacesetter program and their bonuses, their real month starts in October. Make sense? So there's two different things we're talking about. I know. And for some of you, if you don't get it just yet, you'll get it when we sign them up, right? It comes together as you do it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. All right. Any other questions? Okay. That's all I had tonight. Let me close this out in prayer, you guys, okay? Okay. Heavenly Father, thank you for all of the people that came on tonight just to be a part of this amazing family that we have created. Lord, I just pray that going forward throughout this journey of LifeVantage, that everyone just holds true to how you made them, that they are beautifully authentic to their story, to their struggles, to what they go through. And I pray, Lord, that we can together, through you, just instill amazing belief in every single one of these people on this call, to know that they are designed for such big things, and everybody's big thing is different. Everyone's looks different. And I know, Lord, that by us truly using our hearts and sharing with others the gifts that we have and the stories that we hold, we can change so many lives through you and just really show people a life that they just never thought possible. So just help us, Lord, to be bold, to live big, to be authentic, and to really, as we patiently wait on you to show us the path you have for our life, to just actively wait on you, to not just sit back, but to be in action at all times, because we know that every time we walk out of our homes, Lord, you want us looking around. You want us listening to the stories of others because you put them there for a reason. I just pray that all of us will not take that for granted, that we will hear it, that we will see it, and we will take advantage of it so that we have no regrets and we don't miss out on any blessings that you are putting in our life. So thank you, Lord, for these amazing people. Thank you for the blessings that you give us, even the blessings we may not notice because we're so involved in our own self. Just help us to be more involved with you and the blessings you have yet to come for our lives. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right. I love you guys. If you have any questions, please reach out. And I'm going to say this real quickly. I'll tell you again next Monday, but just an FYI, July 31st through August 8th, I have to be all in with my family. So I will be off the grid. I will find someone to do the Zoom, but I will not be online in any way, and I will not be available. So if you need anything, I want you guys really utilizing Team Act, WhatsApp, and I really want you guys looking out for one another. So if somebody has a question or they post something on Team Act, just please work together and be there for one another. And then I'll be back after August 8th. But I'll be here next Monday, but just a heads up so we all know that, all right? Okay. Love you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Night.
Good night.
Bye.